folks, MaddAddam here with another video for all you YouTubers and Estonians. Today I wanted to share with you folks a little bit of a rant. So I was at the resort gift shop earlier today doing some shopping with my family, and it occurred to me that if companies like this resort were to adopt crypto, such as something like OST, and mint their own tokens for the resort, and maybe they mint a different token for each of their different levels of membership between silver, gold, platinum, and so forth. And if they minted another token for all of their consumables, like at the gift shop or for their store and so forth. And if crypto were adopted more mainstream worldwide, things would be so much simpler for travelers. So imagine you go traveling with your family and you go out of country, even if it's just cross one border. Say I were to travel from the US to Canada or from the US to Mexico. So last year I traveled to Cancun with my family, and we ended up having to take a lot of US dollars and convert them to Mexican pesos in order to buy things, which is rather inconvenient, and I don't really understand the value of the peso as much as I do the US dollar. It's kind of like I measure everything in inches and feet, and countries that measure in kilometers and meters and so forth, well, I can't picture it as easily in my mind. But if we were all to use the same system, it wouldn't be an issue for people like me going cross borders. Similarly with currency, if we were all to accept the same kind of currency, we wouldn't have these conversion issues. And there's a lot of other dynamics that would come along with that are just really awesome when you come to think about it. But going back to my example, say this resort were to create their own tokens, and they were to use those tokens at the resort. I myself could take my Ethereum that I have, that I purchased from the marketplace, and trade it out for OST. And when I get to the resort, pull out my universal wallet and simply do a quick minting of my OST to their branded tokens. And then I use those branded tokens to pay the hotel or the resort for my time there. And the resort, they would get these crypto assets, these tokens that have value on the marketplace, that if they wanted to, they could convert to fiat, or if there was more mainstream adoption, they could just use to pay their all their utilities and employees and everything, which would be wonderful. And the great thing about that is as adoption goes up, so does the value of everything. So someone that traveled to this resort 5 years ago and paid in tokens, well, those tokens are now worth more, which means that the hotel has more money. And the rise of these tokens is going to be, in general, especially with the adoption rates going up, it's going to be a better rise than if they were just to accept fiat. So it would create a lot of value for the resort and for travelers together. But on top of that, if countries were to all start accepting crypto, and you were to travel from one country to another and use crypto to pay for things, well, you would have an economy that spanned the globe. It wouldn't be relegated to country lines, right? There would be no boundaries to the economy, which means that as the US starts adopting crypto, all the other countries that accept crypto as well, all of that crypto goes up in value as well. So it will raise the economies across the world, which means all these poorer countries, like where I'm at now, where you have the citizens scraping by for all their meals and everything. Well, if the US is doing great with their economy, well, it's going to help everyone else's economy as well. And that's a great thing for everybody, because we are one species. This is one world. We all exist on the same sphere, right? So why can't we all help each other by using the same currency? Because it really would change the world. So mass adoption of crypto is something that I believe will be and should be happening on a global scale. And you have currently people or companies, corporations like NASDAQ, who are now talking that they are friendly to the idea of starting crypto exchanges, right? So imagine if you go down to the New York Stock Exchange, and while you're buying shares of Nike and Pepsi and all these other companies, hey, you also buy some Ethereum, some Bitcoin, right? And that means that this one huge company, NASDAQ, that is now allowing crypto exchanges, they're going to set the example for everyone else to start accepting crypto as well. So once a big name like them gets into crypto, everyone else is going to be scrambling to get a piece of the action. So I see this happening very soon, much sooner than you've seen a lot of other economic windfalls happen in the historical past. So this whole electronic evolution that we've been having over the last several decades, where we went from tiny little amounts of memory in these huge boxes that were called personal computers, and now I'm walking around on a beach in Punta Cana recording a high definition video to upload to the cloud for everybody in the world to see. That has only taken one lifetime, less than a lifetime. That's amazing. And that acceleration of technology is accelerating. So we're seeing a huge rate of growth in things like digital currencies, digital everything. So just as we see the rates of adoption start to increase, all of the values of these currencies are going to increase as well. Which, if you get on this ride now, as it's going up, once we hit the apex and we start riding with gravity, riding with the force of nature down that hill and picking up speed, that roller coaster that we're going to be on, it's going to be amazing. So if you haven't invested in crypto yet, you're going to miss out. And if you're looking for the right place to start, well, there's a lot of places. You look into Bitcoin, look into Ethereum, look into all these other projects. Pick the one that works for you. Pick the one that you believe in the most. What do I believe in? Well, I'm not telling you to buy OST, but I'm telling you that I bought OST because I believe in the project, I believe in the leaders, I believe in the community, and I believe that it's going places. You won't even believe the places that it's going to go, in my opinion. So take some of this with a grain of salt, because I am an enthusiast and not a professional, but I'm trying to become a professional, and I'm trying to take you all with me. So I've been having a great time here in Punta Cana. I hope you've been having a great time wherever you're at, and I hope you continue to have a great time, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.